my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Cassie Amber and I'm a holistic nutritionist, and I love cooking delicious food and lifting weights and, I don't know, breaking the stigma around healthy eating, I guess you could say. Today's video, I'm so disappointed. I found on this influencer platform someone advertising people to promote their brand, and this is really, it looks dangerous, it looks absolutely stupid, but I feel like this video is something I should have, something that's been coming on for a long time. The more questions I get asked, I'm working in a health store at the moment, the more people who come to me, and they're just people who are desperate and they're in need, but the extremes that they're going to is really, really not healthy. So I wanted to give some examples of those. The product that is being advertised, oh my god, I cannot believe this. So, it says that there's this hormone that is normally released during pregnancy. However, studies show that in small doses, alongside a specialized healthy eating plan, it can help to mobilize and redistribute fat reserves, decrease your portion sizes and appetite, boost metabolism through smarter eating and diet habits, beat cravings, stabilize your blood sugars, and help to maintain weight loss after the program. So, these poor women who are desperate to get into shape and feel confident in their own body are gonna inject, because it's an IV, they're gonna inject themselves with a pregnancy hormone when you're not pregnant. Oh my god, I cannot believe that someone created this in the first place. You shouldn't be mucking around with things like that. It's just so out the gate. And then, so once a day you inject a small amount of this hormone into you for pregnant women, like that pregnant woman produced, I mean. You do this alongside a low calorie diet that contains no carbs. That's not the best thing to do. No refined sugar, that's good. No fats. There's unhealthy fats and there's healthy fats, and healthy fats are very important for our appetite, our hormones, our brain function, our energy, to stay full during the day, our satiety, however you say it. Satiety, yeah. No oils. I kind of see where they're coming from, but there's also good and bad oils, and healthy oils are totally fine in moderation. No nuts, a pure health food that we would eat in the wild, and no dairy. I agree with that one because most of us are allergic to dairy. So just simple fresh fruit and vegetables and lean protein. However, they're not having the fats, they're not having any carbs, they're not having anything to go with it. So that is just so silly. I can't believe that this is even allowed on the internet. But I wanted to share with you some other things that I've come across in the last month, just to give you education, give my opinion, and just to steer you away from putting yourself in danger or putting yourself through this extreme stress and dieting restrictions. So the other one, 800 a day calorie diets. This is an actual thing that's going around online, and women participate and they all go into these Facebook groups. That's I'm pretty sure the lowest recommended amount for a woman is 1600 or something around there. Women generally eat around 1600 to 2000 from what I've heard of. So 800 calories a day, splitting that in half, it would probably be 2 small meals or like a few snacks. It would add up quickly, but the problem is that it's hard to fit all of your nutrients into the day, and honestly, if I'm hungry, I can't focus on anything. I can't focus on work, I don't want to work out, I don't want to do anything. So by eating more food, you can have more energy to actually enjoy your life. So it's kind of just a no-brainer. I can't believe people are actually suffering through that. The carnivore diet. Sorry. I wrote down this Instagram caption the other day, that's why I'm reading it off my computer. I said, where do you get your micronutrients? So that's all your stuff in your vegetables, like your vitamin C and everything you get from like your green vegetables. Your antioxidants, like berries are great for antioxidants. Your anti-inflammatories, and also your fibre. Animal products don't have fibre, so that's really important for your digestive system, but also because your diet is so out of balance and only focus on one thing, that's also going to affect your whole gut health and your gut like microbiome as well. So that is really, I've heard of this come up a lot, and it's really like dangerous. Also, I recently watched the most like mind-blowing documentary ever. It was called 2050 Endgame, so I really highly recommend you watch that. I'll link that below. But it just talks about like the environmental impact. Like we need so many resources, all the water it takes to produce one steak, and all of the land. We're like clearing out all the Amazon, and where it's all used for soybeans, but it's not going towards tofu. Tofu's not to blame, it's soy to feed the cows so that we can get this tiny bit of meat. And just one thing I always say, if people are like, I can't go plant-based because I can never give up steak, then don't give up steak. Just go 80 or 90%, like anything, or just go half the week without it. Like anything is better than not trying at all. Anything you do makes a difference. If everyone in the world did meatless Mondays or only ate meat on the weekends even, like imagine the impact that would have for the planet. So it doesn't have to be all or nothing. I really try to push that. So the other one is people avoiding absolutely all carbs and sugar. I kind of went over that before. You can totally have natural sugars from fruit, and like things like the keto diet, like you're not allowed bananas. If you're in the wild, you would eat a banana, and it's very healthy for you. It's a great healthy snack. It's got slow releasing sugar, it's got fibre for digestion, it will keep you feeling full. Like there's just so many flaws. And then I also, in the store that I work at, I get a lot of questions like women saying, what do you have for weight loss? And they literally come in and they're actually just wanting a tablet to take every day. There's one that we stock, Garcinia cambogia, which is like an appetite suppressant, but they're like so excited for something like that, like, oh my god, yes please, or like anything to help my metabolism. What about just good lifestyle habits and preparing good food and moving your body in a way that feels nice, and reducing the stress in your life and taking time for yourself in the weekends, or like start saying no to things so you can start having me time, sleeping better, prioritizing rest. What else did I put in there? Removing processed food, increasing your vegetable intake. Like you can eat unlimited veggies, like lots of lean veggies in your salad. Just stack it up as high as you want. You'll never go hungry. Compliment yourself in the mirror each morning and give yourself a little pep talk. Like when you're getting dressed, just do a little twirl in the mirror and say like, wow, I look really good today. And then pick out 3 things that you want to compliment about yourself. My hair is really nice, or oh, my legs are looking toned lately, or oh, I just like, I don't know, look like a beautiful goddess. Tell yourself that in the morning. Reducing fattening animal products such as cream, cheese and fatty meat. You don't have to be vegan or plant-based, but I noticed that when I gave up those things, it's definitely so easy to keep the weight off just because it's so calorie dense and such a small amount of food. So just save it for a treat, or yeah, just save it for a treat. And learn how to cook and prepare food in a healthy way. So I always opt for spices and herbs and garlic and ginger over like sugary pre-made packet sauces that you add, like tomato sauce, barbecue sauce, and like those teriyaki sauces. They've got a lot of sugar in them, so I just opt for natural seasonings, and only use a small amount of high quality cooking oil or vegetable stock or broth. So I use olive oil, coconut, I used to have avocado, and I also like hemp oil. They can't be heated very high, but I just cook in a bit of olive oil, and try not to heat it too high because it ruins the chemical structure of the oil. And that's totally fine to have in your diet, but don't opt, like I always opt for extra virgin cold press, that's what it is. And then some people, if they're oil free, they also just cook with a tiny bit of veggie stock as well. So that can save you a lot of calories at the end of the day. You don't need a magic pill, you don't need a crash diet, you don't need to starve yourself and feel undeserving of food, because you deserve everything that you want in the world. And I like to think of food in abundance. I can have anything I want, and that means that there's no cravings. So, well, there's like hardly ever cravings, if you know what I mean. So it's about long-term habits that you can stick to. Yeah, so that's all for today. I just wanted to shed the light on these things because so many people are going through it, especially young women. We're always comparing ourselves to other people online, and I know it can be hard, and I know I post like bikini photos and stuff as well, but it's to show like being strong and taking care of yourself. It's not to be as skinny as I can be, it's to like use food as fuel. That's the message that I want to get across. So hope you like this little video, and hit like and subscribe if you would like to see more, and yeah, have a great day ahead.